Carolina Mendes, and they'll be against one surfer from the Basque Country, Ariane Ochoa. So we got like some lot of Portuguese and Spanish. That's been something pretty new on the European scene. They've been strong the last few years, and a lot of rising talent from Portugal and Spain.
Yes, definitely. I think they are following, you know, what Thiago Pires showed them when they were younger, and also Vasco Ribeiro, Federico Moraes. I think they believe a lot more in their surfing those days than in the past. And we see those rising stars from Portugal, as Teresa Bonvalot riding in blue in this heat. She's, I think, the most technical surfer from Europe. She's really someone to watch in this heat and also on the Challenger Series. She's going to be really tight to difficult to beat. As we have Carolina Mendes, a strong surfer. We do have strong surfers in this heat. Two surfers surfing on their forehand, two on their backhand. So it's going to be quite difficult for the judges to compare those waves. But hey, that's their work.
Yeah, and we can nearly see already some change in the swell. There's more potential, a bit more size, and we saw that opening right from Carolina Mendes. As we see live, Teresa Bonvalot digging a little bit the rail there and getting unstuck on that re-entry. Just that little mistake, Romain, on that first turn, probably putting her a little on the back foot and a bit late for that re-entry.
Yes, maybe the warm-up call, this first wave that gets you into the heat. Watch out, this surfer is really aggressive. She's going to hit strongly the first turn. Unfortunately, as you see with the outgoing tide, those waves are going to get faster and faster. And she missed time the re-entry. Oh, Gabriela Dinis. She's one strong surfer also.
Yeah, that inside, I think it's gonna do damage today. It's coming quick at the surfer. They have time for that first turn, but that if they miss time that second turn or that re-entry, it's nearly on dry sand now.
Yes, and I think we're gonna see some big airs also today with those ramps in the inside. Right now, Carolina Mendes definitely got the best exchange in this early heat. Carolina with a 5.0, taking an early lead. Sorry.
Ariana there. Nice first turn.
A bit rusty on this first one, but we understand. It's early in the morning. Conditions are a bit tricky, and we saw Teresa Bonvalot a bit late to end up with a nice turn.
But that was like the aerial view of the 5 point from Carolina, just attacking and hammering that lip.
Yeah, great engagement and also low gravity center, as we saw earlier with Anat. This might be the key to keep the control in these choppy waves.
She knew straight away after making that turn. You see the fist. She was happy. They have the strategy. They know what they do. They've been on the tour for that long. They probably know the requirement. And we got a hit winner, Anat. She will be with Caroline Saran in just a few seconds.
Plenty of time in this heat. Just one strong turn from Carolina Mendes, and the other surfers are still looking for their first real scores.
Yeah, again that rip, a bit of texture on the water, and Caroline with last hit winner. Vas-y Caroline, à toi.
Hi, I'm here with Anat, the winner of the first quarterfinal hit. Good job, congratulations. Looks like you had a blast out there. You had the best score of the heat, 8.5. Can you tell us about how you're feeling and the waves here?
I'm blessed to be here in Anglet. I love Anglet. I know France very well. I'm stoked to have my sister and my friends here with me. And yeah, conditions are a little bit tricky, but I'm lucky to be the first one out there. And yeah, the 8.5. I can say before I went out there, I was super insecure. I fell on every wave, and I came out there super scared. And yeah, I'm lucky to have made the 8.5 and land that turn. And yeah, I'm super stoked.
Cool. And looks like you are in shape. You are ready for the big contest of the season. Is it your first contest here? And did you manage to get some points? And what's your objective if for sure winning? But looks like you took off already some good surfer in previous heat. How do you feel for the next of the contest today and tomorrow?
I'm just coming back from an injury. Anglet is my first event of, not the first event of the year, but the first actual event that I'm coming in shape. I was injured for a while, and I can say I feel great. Not 100%, but I'm always looking to get 100%. And I don't know, I mean, I fell in love with this place. I fell in love with French, with the people, the food, and everything around it. And this is the first event I ever won. And I'm just stoked to be here again.
Well, congratulations again, and good luck for the next of the contest, and hope you're gonna win it again.
Thank you very much. תודה לכולם, אוהבת אתכם.
Yeah, definitely some good memories for Anat on the shores of Anglet and France, a win here a few years ago, and up and riding, strong turn there for Ariane Ochoa. Swell definitely building Romain.
Yes, and smart surfing from the Basque surfer with a bigger wave. She attacked the lip before reaching the sandbank, so it was smart from her, not taking too much risk but pushing a lot of power in this turn. So she will earn a nice score.
Yeah. Interesting what Anat was saying about her warm-up surf. She couldn't get the turn in during the free surf before the heat, and then as soon as the horn blew, she made all that turn and made that single back hand turn for 8.5. So there's surfers that surf better in heat than others, Romain, so that means something about handling the pressure now.
Yeah, of course, and she's a warrior, and she's the defending champion also. It gives you a lot of confidence as we see this last wave surfed by the Basque surfer Ariane Ochoa in red with a strong attack on her backhand. Smart surfing, as I told you, because she didn't attack this really hollow section of the wave. She surfed the outside part of the wave, which is maybe a bit easier to manage. And now with this 4.57,
yes, she wanted to make sure to get a decent score on the board.
It's
so that
important.
you know, when we compare that to Anat Laylor turn, there's a difference. But Anat had already a 6 point under her belt before the 8.5. So she could go big, knowing that she was already sitting on a 6 point, right?
Yeah, I think the strategy is quite simple today. Don't try to pick long waves, just try to pick those big ones, even if they close out straight away. Do one turn, keep the control, and that's it. So those experienced surfers, they know this kind of surfing, and I think it's quite basic today. The strategy is really basic. Easier to say this in the sofa than being in the water doing it, of course. But
we got also plenty of wave. There's no lulls, no big waiting in lineup. So the girls are keeping busy. They're surfing in their shorties. The water's still warm, and there's plenty of wave, plenty of paddling, as we can see on the screen. So the rip is playing into consideration here too. So it's a busy day and a busy heat for the surfer, and with that swell on the increasing, so that's promising a great and long day of surfing.
And now I think it's a bit tough under priority to get waves because everyone is staying at the same location in the water. So maybe when you are sitting in fourth priority, like Ariana Ochoa right now, maybe try to get those insiders, medium waves, smaller ones, as we see with the priority, Teresa Bonvalot.
Yeah. Medium looking wave and attacking that falling lip, no major turn, so it's not a slow start, but no big score yet on the boards for any other four surfer, and a bit of a mistake there from Carolina Mendes.
Yeah, she tried to combo a few turns, but it's tricky today with those waves. I think what we saw from Teresa Bonvalot with this strong attack on her backhand, this is the key today. Not overthinking when you serve because the wave is moving and changing so fast. I think you only have to do a bottom turn, top to bottom, and get some basic surfing today. As we watch again this replay of Teresa Bonvalot. Yes.
Yeah, well completed, but we
12 o'clock turn.
Yeah, we can see there's a lot of turbulence under the board.
And here you see Carolina Mendes. She tries to surf, I would say, perfectly this wave, oversurf this wave, trying to stick too many maneuvers in between those sections. Yeah. And this is going to be really difficult to do today.
Yeah, and because time's going fast, it's only 12 minutes and 20 seconds remaining with Carolina Mendes taking the early lead with a total of 7.3. She's sitting on a 5 point and a 2 point. And that's live. That's a bit better from Carolina Mendes. We'll see if the judges think that's completed or not.
Yeah, I think it won't be completed. Unfortunately for her, looks like her back foot
slipped.
Yes, from the surfboard.
Then we got Ariana Ochoa prior to the last of Carolina Mendes, who was sitting on second place. Yeah, she put her hand on the board, but unfortunately, I think you're right, Romain, that won't be counting. Gabriela Dinis there also trying to fight that falling lip. It's gonna be not a big score, so far Carolina first, Ariane second. She only needs a 2.74. Teresa Bonvalot sitting in third, she only needs a 3.35, and Gabriela Dinis needs a 4.38. So plenty of tension and uncertainty on that second heat of the day.
Gabriela Dinis trying to get a first real score, but unfortunately it's only a 2.70 on this last attempt. Maybe not enough verticality in this last attempt. But right now, Carolina Mendes with this first wave of the hit, the 5.0, the strong re-entry, and Ariana Ochoa also with a strong backhand turn, a 4.57. Those two girls are controlling this hit. Still a lot of time and many waves on offer, as you said, Archie. There's no real low in the action.
But you know, it goes to show that you don't need to put your thinking cap on today. You just take off on whatever comes your way. As you were saying, Romain, it's only a one-turn story today. If you manage to do that first strong turn, then most of the score is already on the board, as we said. If that was completed, unfortunately, getting caught by that lateral white water, but I like that projection and spray, Romain.
Yeah, she went with a lot of energy in this turn. Unfortunately, she lost the control during the bottom turn. Feels like she went a little bit too high in this wave. You can see some chops also. Yes, she goes a bit too high, too hungry on this one.
Yeah, she managed to find the right face, but it was already like a, an inside wave. So you see the projection of that lip. You can, I'm sure there's no more than 30 or 40 centimeter of water there. So the water is really gonna push behind you. So either you're really strong on your legs, or you get like the flick.
I think you have to anticipate this section, this sandbank section, because the speed of the wave changes. When you first start the wave outside, it goes quite slow, and then it sucks up really fast on the sandbank. So you need to take this in account to adapt your surfing and anticipate this last section. Here we clearly saw that Ariane Ochoa went with all her energy through this last turn, but she didn't took in account that the wave was closing out real fast, and she went to push a little bit too high this last turn, and unfortunately for her, because it would have been a really strong score.
Yeah, we saw that with Anat on the previous heat. There was potential for an excellent score. Unfortunately, pushing a little bit too much on that inside bank, but nevertheless, she's still
first 10.0.
Yeah.
Now it's a 1 point, unfortunately for Carolina Mendes.
Yeah.
Let's see if we have if we do have a perfect score today.
But something interesting you said earlier, with those conditions, it's perfect for hairs. And I mean, we're gonna have the guys later on today. I'm sure some are eyeing those launching pads, because that's what the judges want to see now. Some good aerial game, as we see up and riding Gabriel Dinis trying to find a face. Quick turn there. Nice succession of turn, but unfortunately there, getting unstuck. She won't be too happy with that last wave, but she was after a small requirement, but probably not enough for a 4.38.
Yeah, such a pity on this last turn for her. She showed some strong surfing, basic surfing, but she could have reached her highest score on this one. Let's see the beginning of this wave. A nice sizable wave. Someone was maybe also riding at the same time. First carve for Gabriela Dinis with a strong snap on this second one, and unfortunately maybe mistiming this last turn, also pushing it a little bit too high over the lip.
Yeah, probably looking at aerial view looked better from the top, but the judges, they only use one view. They can't flick to aerial view or side view. They got one angle. They got to keep to that angle. So it was that, front angle, and that wave came at 3.17 knots. So not enough to leave the fourth position for Gabriela Dinis, and.
Yeah, as you said, Archie, it's tough to judge away from the side angle or the drone angle. It's not giving the real how to say.
Yeah, the reality of the performance,
of the risk and the quality of those turns. So judges are always placed on the beach, straight in front of those surfers, to enjoy.
Yeah, they got the king seats.
Yes,
the best view of the lineup, which is normal, sitting high up in the tower, where we have those 5 judges. We have the head judge. They all experienced judging, and we'll see what they think of that. So she probably heard you, Romain, because we had the Ariane Ochoa not making that last wave, and probably learned from her mistake, and just did what she was required to do, just land that turn.
She did what experienced surfers do, She learned from her mistake, and she really wants to back up her best score, so she did it on that last wave.
Okay, the recap of that second heat of the day, with plenty of action, no shortage of wave surfed, and in that first exchange. That was the warming up. Everyone just in their bubble, warming up. They probably all had a free serve. Early opening from Gabrielle Dinis. Unfortunately for Gabriella getting unstuck on that wave. That was a good wave selection from Ariana Ochoa on her backhand. Unfortunately too late on that inside section. Teresa Bonvalot a bit slow also on that hit. Similar to Janire Gonzalez, she's having trouble to read that Anglet lineup. Carolina Mendes for strong, that was really early in the lead, in the heat, and was good enough for 5 point. Ariana Ochoa making sure she landed that last turn, but definitely some strong and smart surfing from Ariana.
Yes, Ariane I think is the oldest in this heat, and she had some pretty good results on those big QS events previously, those last few years, so she knows how to steal the deal, but right now it's still wide open for everyone.
Yep.
We saw that only one big turn could reach the 8 point, the excellence. We saw that with the previous hit with Anat. So all those surfers are in danger in those last 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Let's see who's gonna make it to the woman on woman.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, the format will change in the next round with leading the 4 women format to a woman on woman heat, and we got a 6 point for Ariane Ochoa on that last turn. That was not that one because she didn't complete that strong and explosive backhand turn, but that was more on this one, learning from a mistake, making sure. Oh no, that was again the replay, but she caught like a really similar wave. Here was Gabriella Dinis.
Her best score of the hit, huh?
Yeah.
3.6. That's it. Yeah, she tried to stick a few maneuvers in this wave. Unfortunately, she did not complete the last one. Did push a little bit too much over the lip. And so the Basque country taking advantage in this heat up against 3 Portuguese surfers.
1 minute 30 seconds.
This is something to do,
Sure.
huh? It's
And that was a wave taken by Gabriella Dinis just when we were doing the recap. So
this might be the 3.6.
Yeah.
And the wave before was a 3.17, as we see also Teresa Bonvalot in blue. In real danger in this heat.
She's doing that little claim. I don't know if it's of happiness or frustration, but she was after 4.0, and I don't think that was enough. With 40 seconds remaining, that could be a surprise elimination for Teresa Bonvalot.
Yeah, Carolina Mendes in second position with the second priority. So Teresa Bonvalot and Gabriela Dinis sitting under the priority of those 2 first surfers, Ariane and Carolina. It's going to be tough. Only 20 seconds remaining. Maybe here, no, nothing on offer. Oh, it's going to be a shocker for Teresa Bonvalot, one of the best ranked surfers from Europe on the challengers.
She's going to try to go or push at least Ariane to go on that one. She's got not enough time to catch another wave, so big upset. I'd say 2 big upsets this morning, Romain, with Janire Gonzalez bailing out. Same thing you can see on the screen, the head shaking, the frustration from Teresa Bonvalot. That's definitely not a good result for the Portuguese. She will be disappointed, but hey, hit win for Ariane and qualification for Carolina Mendes.
This is how you learn also. Huh? You never serve the same conditions, and maybe Teresa in those kind of conditions, she needs to get into the heat a bit earlier, maybe, and change her strategy. Maybe forget about the technique and go for strong moves.
Exactly. So we're gonna have a quick commercial. We'll be back in a few